Hello YouTube, today I'm going to be reviewing the 2021 LEGO Batman Tumbler featuring Scarecrow. Now this one is going to be a good review for me. I haven't done any of the other tumblers. I don't have any of the big tumblers. I do plan to change that with the new one that comes out in November. But I'm going to look at this from the point of view of the experience, how the overall set looks, some of the parts usage that's in it and the minifigures themselves, and just give you my thoughts on the whole set. I will start by saying though, how damn good does that look? But let's not spoil it yet. Let's go into the review and have a look through. I've put chapters in if you want to hop through to any particular bit of the video, and I'll give you my final thoughts at the end. Here we have the Tumbler on my turntable. I have a black turntable for doing these reviews. In this case, it actually looks kind of rocking, the kind of thing, reminds me of the Batcave from the original Tim Burton movies that had the Batmobile on the turntable in the cave. I like it. The Tumbler actually comes out really well on this because it's a slightly different glossy black. And what a beautifully finished set that is. Just spinning it round, looking at the little accented details, a bits of gold here. We've got some grey here. Now they didn't have to use the grey, but I actually like the way it brings out a bit more life and a bit more detail in it. It really makes these pieces, like this black piece here and these black wings, really shine. We've got some gold nestled in the back there as well, which forms the suspension. We've got the rocket booster on the back, or turbo, whatever you want to call it. I never looked into it actually what it is, but that's where the flames come from. We've got a bit of dark grey as well here. Again, some more grey in there. Just these clip pieces, again making the black flaps on top really pop. The gold stud shooters, there's even some gold nestled in there that you can see, just again mimicking the suspension, but black is the way to go on this set. Look at how beautiful it looks, and some of the techniques they've used to get these shapes in here. There's actually 3 6-wide windscreens in here that are doing this, but that works because of the fantastic way these sides are put on, which I will show you in a second. Got nice shield pieces here, so the part usage on this is excellent. There's just so many varied pieces. We've got the rail pickup from the train sets, for example, there that runs on top of the trains. We've got this wing here that really does bring this beautiful shape in to finish off this side. We've got some of the wings off the back of some of the Speed Champion sets. Actually, I think that was, it looks like it's a Speed Champion set, not of a Speed Champion set, but it is a kind of wing off the cars you get sometimes. We've got the black version of the ingots, which again give this good shape on these side pieces sitting on hinges there. We've got so many good techniques and good parts going in, and I will start by saying the actual build process of this set is an absolute joy. It really is. From the minute you start building it, you can see where it's going, but it's just inspiring, the techniques they've used. Again, as I said, the way this side is put together, the way all of these flaps work and pin down, the way these are the right size and shape to actually just make everything work. We've got a full interior there, which we'll talk about in a minute. I just love looking at this model. It's so good. I want to do some fantastic things with this. It just, where do you begin with something this good? I'm going to start by going underneath, because the whole thing, which makes it work so well, is it's built around one of these Speed Champions bases. So if you've not seen one of these are 6 wide on the outside, but they're actually 5 wide on the inside, and that 5 wide on the inside lets you do the interior, but it gives this whole bottom section a lot of strength to make it as rigid as possible. This is a set designed to be played with. I mean, look, you can shake that around, nothing comes off of that. It is absolutely rigid. You could do some of the scenes from the Batman movie with the car jumping, and this thing would just laugh and go, yeah, whatever. It's tough. This is a set designed to be played with, and hats off to LEGO for how well they've done that. Now, some of the techniques I mentioned before about getting these shapes on the side, using these wing pieces here, there's a hinged brick in there that makes it come out at an angle, and then over here they've used a couple of the 1x2 round end plates to actually attach these side pieces again onto a beam across here, and that works really well. And they layer that the whole way up, which gives it more strength, more strength, more strength the whole way through. There's some Technic bars through here which attach the front wheels, and again, There's no Technic in the back here other than on the ends here where the wheels are attached. But otherwise, this is all solid in here, and that just makes it so rigid. And these plates are built on. If you've done any of the Speed Champion sets, then you'll be very familiar with how this actually all goes together with the side of the cars from that. Very similar technique with these studs on the side, plates everywhere. You can even see in the back here. Okay, there we go. It's a better angle. You can even see in the back here that they've put some detail in there. You can't even see that when the car's running. Like, it's just not there. But if you look at it from underneath, it's there, and they went to the effort of putting that in there, and hats off for them. Looks like the radiators to me for the massive amount of heat that this thing will be putting off when it's running along. But looking at the side again, very, very, very Speed Champion-y techniques. Again, as I said, these way these plates are put on, the ingots there, just giving it texture and detail without going too far. These pieces on the side, now I just break one of these off so I can show you how it looks. Again, this little side build here really does add detail. There's a lot of parts in this one build, again making it really solid. But this wing adding to the front there, the grills on the top, if you've watched the movie, you know that bits of the car really move around all the time. Knocked a wing off when I was moving that around there. I've just disproved the play theory. But it's just showing you like technique. There's studs on the side again. We've got flat plate here. That just makes it sit in place. We've got these wings, we've got this, it's just, I'm going through it again, remembering it, and I kind of want to take the whole thing apart and build it again. It was that good. I'm just going to break the whole set now. I'm going to go away for 2 seconds. Do not try that at home, viewers. So I've given you a run around of the exterior of the car and the techniques and just the fun and playability, the build, everything is there. Now let's just have a quick look on the interior here as well. Again, not huge. I will make a comment. Where does Batman's cape go in this? There's no room for Batman's cape. Batman has a big cape. That's fine. And the steering wheel in this, interestingly, is a bucket handle, which I like the use. It works well. We've got another clip at the back here, and in no photo does it show anything in that clip. The only thing I can think of is when you put Batman in that seat, you can attach his harpoon gun in there as well, so it's with him. That's the only thing I can come up with. I think it's right. If you've got any comments on that or thoughts, let me know in the comments. And again, we've got the 2 sticker parts here. So these are stickers, not prints, where the control panels on the passenger side of the car are. And I do like these use of these green pieces here. They really kind of pop from the interior. You can see just moving that around how bright they stand out. So you've got this subdued black and grey car, and hats off to them using grey in here as well and not just making the whole thing black. It would have been probably more faithful had it just been black, but it works so well with this grey, just to give everything a bit of texture, detail, and like make things pop that you can see in there. Really, really happy with it. And you can see that Speed Champions base, as I was saying, the 5 wide in there, how well that works with the interiors on vehicles like this. And there's our 3 windscreens. So a windscreen here, a windscreen here, and a windscreen here. And these pieces just sit on there, and that's all they need to do, and it works. It works really well. This roof piece built around a circular 6 wide piece, and then lay it up with plates, with wing plates on the top there, and just again solid 4 clips. That ain't coming off in a hurry. So if someone wants to try and sneak up on Batman, good luck to them. We've got stud shooters on the front as well. I won't show you how they work because I don't want to go and find the parts afterwards, but again, the gold studs just give it that little bit of a pop. Not too much in the way of stickers on this as well. I like the wheels. It would have been nice if they had a wheel that was a bit more like the ones in the movie, where it was kind of almost like a Formula 1 style, almost treadless tyre. But yeah, we can go with these. And these on the back, again, in the movie, they were a bit more round, but I think these work perfectly. They sit so well. Again, they've got, you can't even see it in here, but the alloys they used inside here are actually really, really top-notch alloys. I like it. I hadn't seen them before till I built this set, so very, very happy. I'm, as you can tell, I enjoyed building this set and talking it through with you here now. I'm just remembering the fun I had building this the other night. I want to do it again. I want to do it again. I want everyone to do this. I really do hope, on a side note, that LEGO manages to sort the supply chain issue out on this one, because it's sold out so quickly here in Australia. Hardly anybody has it in stock. I actually had to order it twice to get it. It was that hard to get, which is unfortunate. I have a friend who has had his order cancelled at the last minute as well. So fingers crossed they sort it out and we don't have another repeat of the classic Batmobile, which I'm still trying to get hold of. Here in Australia, it does not exist anymore. No one can get hold of it. So that's a shame. Anyway, let's move on to the minifigures. Here we have Batman and Scarecrow on my patent pending LEGO minifigure spinny thingy. I'm going to show you the front and the back of these figures. But first of all, let's start here. Look at how good the print is on Scarecrow. The detail, the bits of straw coming off of his outfit, the sack look on his head. If you've seen the movie, you know how he looked with the bag ripped and torn and used as the kind of illusionary look, and they've really got that really well. I love the detail, bits of straw and ripping everywhere on him. Excellent, excellent. And this Batman torso as well, great quality. Good to see quality in this. There's been a couple of sets I've had recently where I've questioned the quality control on LEGO's printing for these minifigures, but this redeems it for me. The key lines there, the quality of the gold is really, really good. We've got a standard Batman helmet. That's no different to normal. Let's just have a quick look around the back, and then I'm going to show you Batman's head. Here we have the back with, again, more of the ripping and straw coming out, and the alternative face as well, the slightly less trippy eyes and mouth there, with the kind of maggots coming out of his mouth that we see in the movie. Now let's just pop Batman off. He does have two faces. He's got the straight face there with the standard strip of, you see through the eyepieces on the helmet, and then there is again the front with the kind of standard Batman scowl. Now I will make one comment that this one still suffers from, and that is how crap the white is on this. Look at it. You can barely see the white. And this isn't my camera. That white is almost the same color as the rest of the helmet, which the rest of the head, which is a shame. No, it's supposed to be proper white, but they're struggling with that in certain instances, and that is one of those instances where it's not worked. Now, interestingly, with Batman, you do actually get a second head for this one. So let's take that off and put the other head on. And that's where we go into this one. So we have a full black head there. Again, good printing on this one now, because it doesn't have the same issue as the other one with having the two-tone requiring that white to be in there. So that looks pretty cool. And again, we can put the helmet on there. And this is a fully blacked out, tricked out Batman. You can't even see the mouth now that's done. And I've got a light here shining on his face. So there's his mouth just in there. That does look pretty damn mean, doesn't it? You would not want to run into him in a dark alley. In the interest of being thorough, here are the spare parts you get with this. Quite a few gold pieces. These are obviously the stud shooters you see, plus a few more for Scarecrow's gun. We've got the other bat head I've just put here as a spare part, depending on what one you're going to use. We've got a Batarang, got quite a few of those now, but never sorry to see those. We've got one of the bucket handles that's used as the steering wheel. There's a couple of nice pieces in there, some good colours, so a good selection. I'm sure we can do lots of things with those, and one replacement filler for the three stud shooters that are included in this set. Usually I'd show you the empty sticker sheet, which would be this one, but I was actually lucky with this set. I got 3 sticker sheets in it. That has never happened. Admittedly, true to form, 2 of them were bent. That one's bent and that one's bent, but not too badly that they're not usable. So I used one of the slightly bent ones because none of the actual stickers were bent. But here is the entire sticker sheet, untouched, blemished, blemish free, which I thought I'd show you because it is a very nice set of stickers. So we've got a couple of stickers that go on the interior, we've got a couple of these caps on the outside, we've got the piece at the front that's the armor plating, I'm guessing, along the front. Let's call it armor plating, it looks like that's what it is, designed to sort of protect the front of the vehicle. And then we've just got one other sticker here that's used just on the front wheel caps as part of mimicking the suspension. If you've seen the proper Tumbler, it has this sort of beautiful intricate suspension on it, and I like the fact that it's using this gold in here as well, which really accentuates the black of this whole set. I do like the use of gold on this, on the actual Tumbler as well. So I think you can tell from me talking through this set, I am a fan of it. I recommend it. I am pleased to have this. I think LEGO has done an absolutely top notch in the sizing of this. It's obviously not the size of LEGO City Cars or Speed Champions cars, but then if you look in the movie, it's not that way either in those. It actually is bigger than normal cars. It's probably 1.5 Speed Champions cars in the actual movie if you look at it to scale, but that's impossible. You wouldn't have been able to do anything with it, and I think LEGO has done this perfectly. They could not have made this any smaller to get this level of detail and shape into it. I give this a 5 out of 5. Personally, I am blown away with just how good the vehicle looks, and you get 2 top-notch minifigures with it as well, and I think that really helps. There's no side builds in this. I don't think it needs it. In terms of value for money, I got this for $50 from one of my retailers. It's meant to be $60 here in Australia. That doesn't feel like bad value. There is a lot in here. As I said, this is weighty. You pick this up, there's a lot of LEGO in this. There's a lot of techniques. You are really paying for a top-notch build here. I don't think there's any wastage here. I don't think you're paying any kind of excessive fee licensing here. Nothing like that. This is a good value set to me. The playability is awesome. The figures are awesome. The parts included, as I have said, there are so many good parts in this, so many good parts usage. I find it hard to knock the value on this. I'm going to go with a 4 out of 5 on this. It's not up there with some of the creator sets and things like that, but for a licensed set, good work, LEGO. I like seeing this kind of pricing model. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you like this set, if you've got it, if you're still trying to pick it up, you're umming and ahhing, and now you're going, yep, no, I'm going to pick that up. Thanks a lot, Greg, for running through that one. Do appreciate it. If you're new here, hit subscribe. I post regularly, and I love doing things like this. So please let me know if you've enjoyed this review, and give me a thumbs up, and feel free to share it around. Thank you so much for watching my review of this fabulous set, and I will see you again very soon.